Hi, welcome to The King is Coming. My name is David. The last video I did, I made the statement that I was working on another video, which I'm still working on. It's taking me longer than I intended it to, but that particular video I put on hold because I had been researching something for the video and was looking at it on AI. And AI, strangely enough, I don't know if this is the right word or not, but it discerned what I was asking about, and it told me that Jesus was coming back soon. And in saying that, I'm not basing the fact that I think Jesus is coming back soon on AI. I say that in the video. But I believe Jesus is coming back soon. That's what this channel is named after. It just was interesting to me that AI was confirming that. And so I did a video on it and put the one that I was doing off. I've had another interesting thing that I've run across that I feel like I need to go with this now and put the other one on hold. So hopefully the next video I do will be this one that I've put so much into at this point. But I was listening to a video by Ty Green the other day. Like his channel a lot, don't know him. But he was talking about a biblical prophecy in Ezekiel 38, which is known as the Gog of Magog invasion of Israel, which is a future thing that hasn't happened yet, where a number of nations invade Israel, and God doesn't even allow Israel to defend themselves. God steps in and defends them supernaturally. And really, if you want to see more about that, go watch Ty Green's video. I may even put a link to it in the comments or in the description box. But a number of the nations that are listed there, they're the ancient names of them. In some cases, they're still the same names of the nations. But one of them is Magog. It speaks of Gog of Magog. Gog would be a proper name. Gog is the leader of Magog. And if you look at where it talks about Magog geographically, and you trace back what most accounts say is ancient Magog, it was a group of people known as Rosh, which is where we get Russia. So suffice to say, this invasion in Ezekiel 38 is, according to the Bible, it looks like going to be led by Russia. And one of the things Ty Green mentioned in his video that got me to thinking about this was he pointed out, it says they'll do it on horseback. And I thought, you know, that's interesting in a modern sense. And he even says in his video, a lot of people think this is, you know, meaning something else, but he thinks it's literal, which I tend to believe that too. I believe the Bible's literal in this sense. But it got me to thinking, I wonder if I could find any evidence of maybe Russia buying large amounts of horses. And so I did a dive into that. And what I found out absolutely astounded me is that, one, yes, they are buying more horses. But the thing that interested me even more, that really got my attention, is that Russia, because technology can fail, has decided to bring back mounted cavalry. And there are photographs, and this just, a lot of these stories just came out this past week. In January of 2026, there are photos of Russian soldiers training on horseback, literally with Starlink technology strapped to the horse's back. Now, I want you to think about this in this modern age when we have tanks and planes and all kinds of super technological military equipment. Russia is bringing back mounted cavalry. The Bible says that Magog, which is ancient Russia, will invade Israel on horseback. Y'all, this is the Bible fulfilling itself. This is right in front of us. This is happening now in our time. I've always, ever since I started delving in this subject, believed Jesus was coming back in my lifetime. But it just, even believing that, it astounds me when I see the Bible fulfilling itself like this. This is happening, y'all. And you can research this, because I started researching it, and within about 10 seconds found all kinds of stories about this happening in Russia. They're preparing. Ezekiel 38 is going to happen, and it's going to happen in the near future. The thing is, I believe Jesus is coming back before then. So I strongly advise you, if you're watching this video and you do not have a relationship with God through his Son, Jesus Christ, you need to get right now. And in the description box of this video, there may be several videos. I may be putting several, but I'm going to put one where I'm going to share the gospel. If you want to know how to be right with God, click on that video and I will give you a thorough explanation. This is not something you need to put off. Today is the day of salvation. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. He's coming, y'all. You need to get right with God. You need to do it today.